Hi Virgo, welcome to your June 2016 Runescope with me. My name is Amanda. This month, in conjunction with the runes, I'm going to be using the classic Tarot Art Nouveau. This is the premium edition with artwork by Antonella Castelli. And then after the reading, be sure to join me over on my on-demand page on Vimeo for part 2, your spiritual guidance reading. I pull one card to offer some additional guidance, additional wisdom and advice on how to handle June. But I'm going to be using the Witchlings deck by Paulina Cassidy this month over there for that. To go there, just click the little arrow, click or tap it below the video. It'll open the details section and you'll find the link to my on-demand page there. Now can also be a good time to review your 2016 yearly overview that I posted in January, the yearly Runescope, just to kind of take stock now that we're halfway through the year and see how things have been playing out for you from that reading and what's left to come. If you click or tap the little I info button here in the video, you can view that again. But let's jump in and see what June holds for Virgo. Just reach in and see which runes want to speak to you for June 2016. As always, do check out the video for your rising sign as well. That can give you additional messages and information regarding the month. Of course, if you would like a reading that's all about you and whatever you may be dealing with individually, personally, we can do a private session. I do those on Skype. They are $65 for 30 minutes. Just drop me a line at runescopesforyou@gmail.com. That's the number 4 and the letter U. And we can schedule an appointment for you. But for June for Virgos, let's see what's coming up here. Well, you have the Chariot as your focus and or challenge. So your focus is on overcoming obstacles, achieving a victory, forward movement, overcoming opposition, but also I feel like for many of you in June, you're going to be dealing with a situation where you don't have all the information. So it's kind of like you have to make some decisions. You have to make them fast. And, you know, this could be at work. This could be in a relationship. This could be regarding children. This could be regarding, you know, there's so many of you. It'll be different for all of you. But there's something that's moving ahead very quickly, but it's still a long-term thing. So this is going to require maybe a more, you have to make decisions quickly, but it's still going to be more of a gradual thing. It's still going to take some time, but you could make a lot of progress in June and into July. I think you'll still be working with this, dealing with this in July. But the thing is, it does not seem to be, you know, that difficult. In fact, you may find that once your momentum gets going with this, or once the ball gets rolling on this, it happens very quickly. Because the Chariot does talk about speed. It does talk about things that move ahead very quickly. Now, some of you may just be finding in the most mundane sense of this, if it were to come to a challenge, that there's something wrong with your car and you may have trouble finding someone who can either find out what's wrong with it or fix it. And I say that because we also have Rido here, which is a rune of travel, a rune of vehicles, a rune of, you know, definitely forward momentum. You also have Awaz, which is another rune of travel. So yeah, there could be, some of you could be actually traveling, you know, in June. And I think for the most part, you're going to have a really, you know, good go of it. But yeah, anything that's kind of, I know you Virgos are usually very conscientious about that sort of thing. Like you want to have the itinerary set. You want to know where you're going, what time you're getting there, have all your ducks in a row before you get somewhere. So this could be like, oh man, I don't know. There's an element that's still kind of hidden from me, or I don't know what's going to be happening and I need to find out what that is. You know, so really I don't see it being a very challenging month in June. Honestly, Virgo, you've got some really good stuff on the table here. The help that's going to be available to you is a King of Cups. In this deck, it's chalices, but same thing. So yeah, this is someone who's going to be helping you. Now, some of you may be moving. So this could be someone helping you move, someone helping you find a property, someone helping you find a job if you are looking for a new job. Many of you could be, you know, these don't just have to be runes of travel. They can also be runes of leaving one situation for another, a big shift or change, moving from one home to another. But for whatever reason, the King of Cups is involved, and this is normally water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. It is a king, so this is someone who is mature, probably at least in his 30s. So this is going to be a help to you. Now, for some of you, it could be that it's a help that this person is leaving a job or leaving the home or, you know, moving somewhere else. You know, so just as one example, perhaps this was someone who, you know, he's not coming up as a bad guy. So, I mean, maybe this is someone who is leaving a position and then you are moving up into it. You're being promoted. Or this is someone who is, maybe they are moving out of the house you have purchased so that you can move in, that sort of thing. Could also be those of you in a relationship, because we do have Gifu on the table here. Could be someone moving in with you. You could be taking things to the next level. If you've just been dating, this could be someone that you are, you know, you are now gonna, you know, cohabitate. And live together. Some of you, it could be marriage as well. It could just be taking things to the next level. Or you could be traveling with this person. Maybe, you know, maybe this is your boyfriend. It does not have to be a male with these general readings. This could also be a female. You know, inviting you on a trip, wanting to take you somewhere, inviting you to travel with them, take a little vacation or take a little break with them. And now this is someone that you are very, there's a strong connection here. You're very intuitively, you just kind of, this person feels good. They have good energy. So, you know, this may have been a person that as soon as you met them, you just kind of had that, oh, this is going to be big, or this is a big deal. You know, this isn't just like a date. This is going to be more than that. So things may be moving ahead quickly in a relationship, Virgo, and in a good way, in a positive way. There could be advancements made in that. Some of you may feel like it's too quickly. So, you know, some of you, maybe that's how Chariot energy is kind of manifesting for some of you, is that you're like, oh my gosh, this is really taking off and I don't know if I'm ready for this. And I feel really, you know, like a little nervous about this, or maybe we should slow things down, or, you know. The thing is, I think you may be thinking this. I don't know how many of you will voice that, Virgo. You know, you may kind of feel like, oh, I don't want to hurt this person's feelings, because I do like this person and I do want to kind of see where this is going. But yeah, for those of you that are, you know, already married, already in a committed partnership, this King of Cups could be your partner helping you with a shift or a change, helping you with the car, helping you find someone to fix this, helping you buy a new car, helping you plan a trip. The two of you could just be planning something for your anniversary, or planning to get away for some sort of maybe just a break or vacation. But we also have the Nine of Swords here, but in reverse. So something or someone that was causing you worry or causing you concern, you get the information and you're no longer, maybe you were mistaken, or you're no longer worried about this person. And this is coming up as someone who may be someone who is a bit irresponsible. Maybe they're young. Maybe this is one of your children or a younger sibling or a younger member of the family who has been behaving rather reckless, or you've been concerned about their choices, that sort of thing. And you may have, been worried that this was going to turn out, or maybe they weren't going to turn out, or maybe they weren't ever going to kind of get their act together, and then you're pleasantly surprised in June. Now, for some of you, those of you that are, maybe you've just been dating someone, maybe you were thinking this about this person. Maybe you were thinking this about, this person is like, oh, this person doesn't really take life all that seriously, or they seem to always kind of, get out of things. They don't seem to take much initiative when it comes to relationship stuff, or they don't seem to have their work life together. I don't know if this person's right for me. In June, as you get to know this person, you may discover that that was just a facade, or that was maybe your initial impression, but that's not really who this person is. That's not really how they are. I would let June unfold. It seems that you're going to be pleasantly surprised by someone. What must be accepted? We've got the Fool card in reverse. So I'm in connection with a partner or with relationship or someone that you are very close to. There's a lot of protection around relationships and partnerships. So Virgo, if you are a single Virgo watching this, travel or on your commute or that seems to be linked to how you could meet this person. There's definitely, I feel like this is going to be very specific, but I feel like somebody may get in a fender bender with this guy, and it turns out that, you exchange information, but then you're kind of attracted to each other too. So, you'll have to post up in the comments if that happens to you. Please do share. But yeah, because it seems like it's, I was worried, but now we're really kind of hitting it off, and I think it's going to be all right. But I mean, he really can't drive. He or she really is a bad driver, or really shouldn't have gone through that light, or really should have paid more attention. But he or she is cute, so I'll let it slide. Something like that. Again, if that's how it works out, it's not serious. It's just to get you and this person you're supposed to meet. You know what I mean? So, now please don't go out and try to if you're a single Virgo, please don't be going out there in June and trying to get into an accident so you can meet this person. That's not, it's going to be specifically for, who it's for. But others of you, this could be someone who's apologizing to you. Maybe your partner upset you, or, did something reckless. Maybe they made a mistake and they did something stupid. Maybe they screwed up, and, they're apologizing to you. They want to, maybe they want to get back together, or maybe they are, they're sorry that they spent this much money, or they're sorry that they got into an accident with the car. Maybe they took your car instead of theirs, and then something happened to it. Something like that. For some of you. And actually, this is going to bring you great joy, though, because maybe I think it will vary in levels of intensity, like where this is at for those of you in a relationship. Like the severity of the offense will be different. But for most of you, this doesn't feel real heavy. It just feels like someone's apologizing maybe for something they said, or causing you to worry. Maybe somebody was out later than they thought, and maybe you were suspicious, or maybe you were worried about them. Something must have happened to them, or, who are they with? Where are they? Why haven't they called me? That sort of thing. And they're apologizing for it. They're making up for it. They promise never to do it again. And the two of you are reconnecting. But for some of you, not all of you, the Two of Swords is coming up here. So Two of Swords can mean that you are, whether you are single or in a relationship, you're guarding your heart. You are really protective over really trusting this person again. You're unsure maybe. Even if it was a small thing they've apologized for, you may kind of withhold your favor or withhold other things for a little bit longer until they really kind of make up for it. Now, others of you where it's maybe more severe of a mistake, if they're hiding something from you, you're suspicious. If this is a pattern, like, you know, if they've told you where if where they said they were isn't really adding up and they're trying to kind of just redirect and take your mind off of it and dodging questions, that sort of thing, make sure you're not willfully wearing a blindfold and not seeing something just because you don't want to see it. That's what the Two of Swords can mean, especially in relation to with this rune. It's like, I really know that where this person says that he or she was does not line up with events, does not make any sense, but I'm just gonna let it slide. If this is happening repeatedly, take off the blinders. If you don't look at it now, you're gonna have to look at it later. So you might as well look at it now. Because if you're guarding your heart, but avoiding looking at whatever the real problem is, you're just delaying heartbreak and making it a bigger one for later. So don't be someone's fool, Virgo. Don't fall for it. Those of you that are in that situation, because honestly, you've got such good love vibes. I mean, you really don't need to be settling for someone who's not being honest with you. Now, this doesn't have to be your partner. This could be your kid, you know, because we were kind of talking about that young energy and a person that you're kind of worried about, that they're not very responsible. They tend to rush into things or do things that are silly or not think things through. But yeah, this could be your kid telling you a tall tale about where they were and what they were doing. And you're just like, that just does not add up. But, you know, you have to decide then, am I gonna let it slide or am I gonna nip this in the bud and really make sure this doesn't happen again? But that's what I see for June. It's really all in all a good month. Just don't let someone kind of pull the wool over your eyes, Virgo. You know, hold people accountable for their actions. And those of you that are single, I mean, there really could be a new relationship coming in that's quite long-term, quite serious. And, you know, it may take a while for them to win you over. You may be a bit guarded at first. There's certainly nothing wrong with that. But just make sure you don't, like if you want to slow down, if a relationship's moving ahead a little too quickly for your comfort, I would just make sure that you word it in a way that the person doesn't take it as an insult or a slight or anything like that, you know. So that's what I see for June. Good luck with that, Virgo. I hope you will meet me over on my on-demand page where I'm getting ready to, I'm going to pull a card from the Witchlings deck, again, by Paulina Cassidy, and we'll see what further guidance Spirit has for you for June. It usually ties into the challenge position pretty accurately. So hopefully I will see you over there, and I will see you back here for July.